Hi, I'm the App Man, and here is the app of the week.
The app for the week this week is PDF Reader Pro. And with PDF Reader Pro, you can do many things. The main function of it is to read PDF files, but it allows you to actually go in and edit PDF files and do some other things, much like if you had Adobe Acrobat Pro on your PC or Mac computer. This will allow you to do most of the things that it would allow you to do. So if you look at this screen here, this is when you first open it, this is the screen it comes up to. This is the home screen. So what you have here, this allows you, where it says iCloud, that allows you to connect to any files you may have in the cloud through Apple's iCloud. Here you can see a list of the files, PDF files I have in here. I have two of them, they're scripts of mine. And then these are folders that also pertain other PDF files. So you can put them in folders, and I'll talk about that in a second. So if you look across the top, you see several different icons. The first one is for bookmarks, so it allows you to view any bookmarks that may be there. The second one, it looks like a little world, and that one allows you to search the internet and or download PDF files from the internet. You can either browse the web for them, or if you know the URL for the PDF file, you can just put it in there. And if you have any downloads in progress, it'll show you any of those. Or if you're uploading to the cloud or somewhere else, it'll show you what you're uploading. And you can connect to individual servers if you know a server to connect to. The third one here is a information guide. It's basically a manual, PDF manual that tells you about PDF Reader Pro. So it's a good place to start and get some information. As you can see, they've got different chapters on different things. The welcome to PDF Pro Reader, Chapter 2, getting started, reading a PDF, working with PDFs, and file management. But you can view that on your own. The next thing is Wi-Fi, on or off. If you turn the Wi-Fi on, then what it does is allow PDF Reader Pro on your iPad to act as a file server for PDF files. So anything that you have in your folders or in your files, PDF files here on your list, you would be able to connect from a PC or some other computer, Mac or whatever, to this one through that URL that shows at the top, which will be different for everybody. Every time you connect, it'll probably be different. But the 5500 should be always the same, probably. Anyway, if you go to your PC and put in that URL, then it'll bring up a list of the PDF files and or folders you have here. We'll turn it off for now. It's best to keep it off when you're not using it. The box here with the little magnifying glass, that allows you to search for keywords and or titles for different PDF files. The next one, which is the A through Z, allows you to sort by name, size, date created, so that you can keep them in order based on whichever one you prefer. The next one looks like two gears. This one allows you to set up some default things like the author. So if you're the only one doing it, creating the files here, then you can put your name in there. That way you always know it's you, or that you're the one that sent the file or created the file. You could do highlight links if you want to highlight the links in your PDF files. Then that's something you could put on there. That's always good to have. Vertical scrolling, if you want to scroll vertically as opposed to flip pages on your files, you could do that. Tap to move to the next page, or you could do full screen, on or off. All of these are on and off. Automatic save. If you're doing a lot of changes, it might be a good thing to do. Highlight, underline, strike with grab points. If you're doing a lot of highlighting, underlining, or striking outs, then you may want to turn that one on so that it's easy to grab a hold of and move and do whatever you need to with it. Highlight existing fields, and then day mode, night mode, and your screen brightness. Okay. And then the last one up here is the monkey wrench. Oops. Which allows you to edit the files that are already here. So if you click on the monkey wrench, you'll see this screen. And now if I select a file, then I can go down here to the bottom. I can create a folder to put a new folder in. That's where you create these folders here. I can copy the file, so I can make a duplicate copy that I may want to put in a folder, or I may want to do some editing on and send it. Oftentimes when you're editing a file, you don't want to edit the original so that you can always come back to it. I can move the file into other folders or wherever else I need to move it. I can delete the file. I can send a copy through an email. I can rename the file. I can select all the files that are up there, deselect all, or I can open it in another app. So if you click on that, it shows you all the apps that you can have on your iPad that will allow it to view and or open those files. Say done. Now we're going to look at one of the PDF files in the actual viewer so we can see. So if you look at it, it looks just like any other PDF file or any text file, but allows you to scroll down. If you grab the little scroll here, you can scroll down to the next page or however many pages. This one actually has about 37 pages in it. So you can scroll to any page. You can also just swipe it from side to side and takes you from, if you swipe your finger from the left to the right, it'll take you back a page. If you take it from the right to the left, it'll move you forward a page. And if you look at the icons across the top, each one of these will do certain things. This one here says home, will take you back to the home screen. The next one will allow you to create bookmarks within the file itself, so you can start on page 1. If you want to bookmark page 1, you can. If you want to bookmark each chapter if it's a longer thing that has maybe chapters or books or segments, then you could do that. You could bookmark. You just name the bookmark what you want. Hit done, and now it's there. Now if you go to the fourth one here, this one will show you all your bookmarks. So we've got bookmark on page 1, we've got bookmark on page 20, and this one on page 1 that I created called Diffig. And while we're here, we might as well look at, you can also look at outlines. If you have an outline of the PDF, you can look at that. You can search your PDF. If you've done any searches for certain things, you can find that here. And annotations, if there's any annotations. As you can see, there's quite a few things that I've done on this one already. The third icon up here looks like an envelope with the @ symbol, will allow you to email this PDF. Now you can send the email either as an entire document, or you can send it as specific pages, or if you want to, once you've done some annotations and such, you can flatten a copy so that somebody else who's reading it in a PDF reader that doesn't allow annotations won't lose that information. The next icon is the night and day. So if you want to turn it to night mode, you can easily do that. The next one is your annotations. You can highlight, underline, strikeout, note, sticky note, signature, free highlight, free drawing, line with an arrow, rectangle, circle, and a stamp. So we just look at highlight. If you select it and you go down to your text anywhere and just run your finger across what text you want, then it creates a highlight. Now, to undo that, all you have to do is select the text and then you can hit delete, and what it'll do is it'll undo one line at a time. The underline and strikeout work the same way. Just select it, select the text you want, underline, strikeout. The note, you just click on note and then click somewhere on the page where you want the note to be, and it brings up a box, and then you can start typing whatever you want to type into the box. And if you select anywhere else off of the page onto that, then it'll create another box. Sticky note works very much the same way. You just find a place on the text or on the page that you want a sticky note, select it, type in what you want it to say, and then you've got your sticky note there. If you want to, you can select the item, any of these items, and you can change the color of it. You get to any color of the spectrum. You could delete it. You can open it so you can view what's there, or you can move it. If you move it, then it allows you to slide it around on the page, and when you're done, you click Done Moving up here in the top. Signature, free highlight, and free drawing work the same way, but they allow you to literally draw around on the page, move around, and more freedom with what you're doing. You can adjust the size of the pen here so that it's not as big. And when you're done, you just click Done, and it's done. The rectangle, line, arrow, circle all work the same. Just, again, select it, draw what you want, point the arrow where you want it, and you're done. Again, you can change the color on those. You can change the thickness. You can move it. You can delete it. And anytime you want, you can select anything here and delete it. So if you don't like it, you can always undo it and go back. Stamp works the same way. It just creates a stamp. And you just put it wherever you want. You can resize it by squeezing it. In theory. Let me go out of. So you select it, then you can resize it. Okay. Your next icon is the printer. If you have an air printer, you can select that printer and print the page. You can print all pages or just one. You can print as many copies as you want, much like you would on a regular printer. Your next icon will allow you to view it in a different aspect. The next one allows you to rotate the page. Which may be handy at some time. Again, you see the magnifying glass, which allows you to search within the text of the PDF file. And then you have a jump to page, so you can jump from one page to another page if you know where to specifically where to look. Then the next one will allow you to view multiple pages at one time, and you can even select these pages to generate a separate PDF file from that. Just the ones you select. And then this one and this one here, the two with the look like pages with arrows right and left, those allow you to move forward and back in your pages, just like scrolling or dragging your finger across. And you can go back to the top. The other cool thing with the PDF Reader Pro, which most PDF readers will allow you to do, is if you put your two fingers on the screen and slide them away from each other, it'll enlarge the text so you can see what you're looking at. In case it's real small text, you can make it larger. Or if you're having trouble reading it for whatever reason, you can make it larger. Also, if you rotate the screen, it'll go into the other mode, landscape and portrait mode, so that you can do those things as well. And that's PDF Reader Pro.